The LEGO Group just revealed some huge information that they have received yet again record profits for the year of 2024. What does that mean for you, and what does that mean for me, as I'm assuming we are both LEGO collectors, maybe even a little bit of LEGO investor? Well, in today's video, I'm going to break that down, look at some numbers, and see where we stand. And will LEGO get more expensive in the future, considering record profits should mean, well, maybe they have room to go cheaper. Does that always mean that? No, not the case. What's up, everybody? I'm your host, Cristo from Stead City. I do love when LEGO puts out some of this information in public because, for those of you who don't know, LEGO is a private company, which differs from companies like Amazon, Apple, Tesla, etc., where they're public companies. So their information on revenue decision-making is to the public knowledge because it's in shareholders where you or myself could buy shares in that stock and have a say. They still have a board of directors, but still have a say in the company's decision. However, on the LEGO side of things, they are a private company, and their CEO, who in this case is Neil Christensen, gets to make all of the decisions. Well, it comes down to him, right? Democracy. Anyways, with that being said, we don't know a ton of information about LEGO's revenue, except for maybe these yearly reports where they show us what maybe they want to show us. And I will say, numbers can always be skewed. So take anything you see with probably a grain of salt, but let's jump straight on into it. So as mentioned, the bottom line here is in Q1, I guess, of 2024, LEGO Group delivered double digits in a percentage. So meaning their revenue growth was, above 10%, double digits, right? It wasn't 9%, it was higher than that. So the revenue grew by 13% as a toy, as I was reading and digesting some of the just toy industry in general, it looked like the toy market as a whole, all the companies bringing into it, actually declined in 2024 about, just a little bit under 10%. It was like 9 point something. But in this case, LEGO, the whole company, grew in 13%, double digits, like they said. So to outperform the toy market as a whole and do it in such a fashion, I think is definitely significant. And guess I will translate all this to my personal thoughts and opinions and what I'm going to continue to do in the investment side of LEGO and buying LEGO here at the end of today's video. But I do want to go through some of these numbers. But consumer sales grew by 14%, driving demand for a strong and diverse portfolio, meaning you and me bought a lot of LEGO this year. And well, I probably didn't help that because we were swiping the card pretty heavily during that Black Friday season. But hey, listen, I love finding LEGO on sale, and that's when I buy. So, don't stop me. Market share grew as the LEGO Group continued to significantly outperform the toy market. I definitely already covered that, throwing in some information about the toy market as a whole. Operating profit grew 26%, driven by top of the line, while spending on strategic initiatives increased as planned in Q1. Net profit grew 16%. So their operating profit, meaning they became more efficient in what they do. That could have came from layoffs. That could have came from, going green, right? Being a little bit more eco-friendly, reducing costs, moving from plastic to paper, even though I don't think that's the case because I know paper is extremely expensive. So you don't know, right? I don't know exactly those decisions, where exactly those numbers got crunched from. Did they have a bunch of layoffs? I don't know. Did they have, actually reduced pricing in, boxes? And there's so many factors that can go play into this, guys. That's why it's very cautious to be take anything with a grain of salt here. Free cash flow with DKK 3 billion due to strong top-of-the-line performance, while investments continue in building new factories and expanding factory facilities and officers. I did find a Fortune magazine here where Neil Christensen was talking about the tariffs that are potentially going to be imposed here in the U.S. He's definitely not really concerned about them, is basically what that article is on Fortune. I can link that here in the description below if you want to read a little bit more about it on tariffs. I will say a lot of people are complaining about the tariffs and whatnot, and my answer to that, not getting into any of the political sides, is the U.S. is building like one of the biggest LEGO factories ever. So do that with what you will. 30% of resin purchase in Q1 was certified mass balance, which translate an estimated average of 22% material from renewable and recyclable sources and raw materials the company uses to make LEGO bricks. So the reuse of LEGO bricks probably could stem down from LEGO maybe launching that program where they buy back our LEGO bricks, right? They pay, I think it was like $4 to $6 per pound of, clean LEGO. I mean, that could be potentially. Again, I don't know exactly what that means. I haven't gone too into detail, but hey, those numbers look pretty good. I won't go too far into all of these different paragraphs here, and I'll let you guys kind of read it. All very interesting stuff, but I really want to read. I'm an A-fold, chat. What are you doing? Thanks for the help. Have an awesome day. Okay. This is the picture that I really wanted to digest here because there's some really good and resourceful information. Neil Christensen said, we are very pleased with the strong performance in the first half. We delivered double digits growth on top of the bottom line and made significant progress on increasing the amount of sustainable materials used in our products. Lego's definitely going more sustainable, which I think is great as a plastic company it's a plastic company, right? Like one of the worst things for the environment. So moving to more sustainable ways of achieving that plastic, maybe reusing it, is definitely huge for this company. It's, for all of us, right? Here we go and talking about some of the revenue. Obviously in Q1 2023, the whole year, you can see whatever this brick implies. I don't remember the exact statistic, but 27.4% in growth versus 31% here. So 13% growth in revenue is huge in the Lego market. Here's those operating profits. You saw a decline in 2023 from 2022, which makes sense, right? Coming down from COVID, definitely, saw a peak and then at some point it has to come down. But it looks like Lego is kind of back on track, right? They bought the dip, as someone would say, but 26% there. Here significantly outpaced the toy industry and gained market share. 14% consumer sales, 7.5% in cash flow from operating activities, and 3% free cash flow. So pretty interesting stuff here. 25% positive impact. Owned by Lego Foundation. Every year, significant profits go to supporting children's development. Welcome to United Nations adoption of June 11th as International Day of Play. That's actually a really cool event Lego does, celebrating International, Day of Play, which is really cool. They always have like an exclusive GWP or gift for purchase promo, whatever you want to call it, for that event. So hopefully to continue to see Lego support that, throw additional fundings, maybe even throw up some events. They definitely do some events. I just don't think I've lived near one, so I can't say I have ever attended one, but I definitely know that's on the market. Getting into more interesting stuff here. Obviously, we talked about the sustainability and the renewable energy, but here's where I think my interest is peaked. Number one brand in global RepTrak 100 survey. So that's pretty cool. According to this survey, they are the number one brand. 300 new products launched in the year of 2024. That's a lot of new Lego sets. I think the actual number was 840, if I'm not mistaken. Lego launched 840 new Lego sets. It was somewhere in here, in one of these articles. Yeah, Lego boasted a portfolio of 840 products, and that's something I want to reflect on here at the end of today's video, so I'll come back to that. But here were the popular Lego themes consisting of Lego Icons, Lego Star Wars, Lego Technic, Lego City, and Lego Harry Potter. And I will say this, I'm a little bit shocked, and I didn't think this would be the top, 5 Lego themes. I really didn't. I don't know. I think Icons and Star Wars make sense, and I could definitely see Technic. Honestly, I thought Speed Champions would make it on this list, or even like Ninjago over Lego City. Like, that's what I wasn't expecting. Harry Potter has a huge fandom, although I think the sets for me have just not been thrilling or exciting over the last probably 3 to 4 years. It really does shock me. So again, I don't know where these numbers were pulled. Was it from one survey and someone had said, was it from European based? Was it probably depends. I don't know where these exact themes were based, but I'm sure Lego did a great job in pulling the most popular sets across hopefully the whole world. So they also indicated that the botanical collection saw a huge revenue boost and definitely made it amongst these lists, as it was definitely a very much significant role in pushing their revenue, right? So botanical collections goes into this popular themes. As you've clearly seen, Lego double down in producing way more botanical sets here in the last year or so. So anyways, that's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting stuff. And then finally, going back to these 840 Lego sets that are produced in 2024, I wonder what that entails for 2025. Is it going to be competitive? Are we going to see 800? Is it going to be the new standard? Are we going to see almost 1,000 Lego sets be produced year over year? I personally don't want to see that, right? I feel like less is more, in my opinion, right? It makes it easier on Lego collectors, completionists like myself. Maybe even if you are watching that, they make 10 Lego Star Wars sets instead of 40, it's easier for us to collect those 10. Obviously, that's probably not great for revenue. And again, we don't see a lot of those decision makings as it is a private company. But anyways, what does that also mean for us in the long run of Lego? Well, is Lego going to get cheaper? Did they learn from the complaints of, 2022 to 2023 Lego price increase? I would say clearly not. If we're seeing revenue being boosted as top earning, it clearly didn't reflect that it hurt our feelings, it hurt our wallets, that we're being priced out of Lego and we're forced to pay these higher prices. So in all truthfulness, I look at this kind of being a little bit bad for the everyday Lego purchaser like myself and probably like you. It sucks because we love Lego. I have a passion for Lego, and my channel here on YouTube and even our other platforms, our mission here is to buy the Lego sets we want at the cheapest rate we can, right? We invest in Lego, we buy Lego on deals. We really don't ever buy at MSRP or retail price point because it is expensive, and we're always trying to lower our prices to get more Lego, right? That's what we love. But with this information being shown, I feel like it might be hard to believe that we'll see Lego sets, example, the new Ninjago City workshops that released at $250. If they put a competitive set in 2026, will it release for $200? Probably not, because if they were able to sell it for $250, why on earth would they lower it to $200? So sadly, this seems like it's not the case, which again, I'm going to reiterate, I think is a blow. But hopefully this entails that they won't raise the prices, that, maybe their pockets are full, and that, continuing and sustaining these price levels will be the new norm, at least for a little while. So hopefully that stays true. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know different style of video, but I really wanted to stress going over some of this because it does impact you and me, believe it or not, in many, many macro level ways. But anyways, again, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you stood through to the end. If you did, I love you guys. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you do for more Lego content, and we'll see you in the next one. I'm Christopher from Stud City. Peace out.